Welcome back to our 5 on 5 with Congressman Greg Walden. Congressman, you met with La Clinica officials today.
Yeah.
What do we need to do to get Oregonians without health insurance the help they need?
Well, I'll tell you, places like La Clinica really are important to the healthcare network. I've been a big supporter of community health centers around our state and our country for a long time, and so is the Congress, frankly. And when you look at what a center like La Clinica does, it gives incredible care. Second, it helps people not go into the emergency room to access their care. And so I think where we can do that, it's a much better model. It's a much more affordable model. It's a much more efficient model. And you're going to see, we've seen an enormous expansion in community health centers over the last few years. President Bush actually was a big fan of them, put them in his budget every time, and we expanded and grew them. And it makes sense from every perspective, healthcare and taxpayer side. Okay. So I think we need to continue down that path.
Okay, forgive me there. All right, tell me, Senator Wyden says lobbyists urged the GOP to negotiate the free choice vouchers out of the spending bill that was recently passed. Why was it done when the Congressional Budget Office says it would have no effect on the deficit? Actually,
are you talking about his health care vouchers?
The part he was so upset about. Actually would have saved money in the long term, according to the CBO.
Well, I don't know who lobbied on what. I wasn't at that table or in that room. Speaker of the House was, but my sense was that it was agreed to by Harry Reid as well. So I don't know who was lobbying what, but clearly you had Barack Obama, the president, and Harry Reid, the Democrat leader of the Senate, and John Boehner in the House is the only Republican in the room, and the three of them agreed on it. So I don't know who was lobbying whom in that context.
Sure. Okay. All right. What do you think of Donald Trump as a candidate for the GOP in just a year? What do you think of that? What do you think of Trump?
Yeah, I said to somebody the other day, he kind of reminds me of a middle-aged Justin Bieber, you know, with that hairdo. I don't know. You know, he's an interesting fellow. He obviously has been successful in business and had his own ups and downs in business. I don't think he's the Ronald Reagan I'm looking for. I think we've got a ways to go. But I think it also tells you that, as this last election showed, a lot of people can run for office. Some of them get elected you don't anticipate. And America's ready for somebody who'll stand up and lead and get us out of this debt problem, realize that you can't spend your way into prosperity, or we'd be there now with the deficits we have. And they're looking for somebody that's willing to stand up and make adult decisions. And I think you're going to see candidates come forward that will do that on the Republican side.
Okay, all right, moving to a lighter subject, the Congressional Art Contest. I believe that's what it's called.
Yes, every year.
If any of our viewers are interested, how can they get involved?
You know, contact my office here in Medford. It is a wonderful way for high school students to submit their art. It's judged by an independent panel of artists, and then the winner is selected, and we display that winner's artwork in the U.S. Capitol facility for everybody to see. So each congressional district has an artist whose work is then displayed. And I think we're going to try and display some of the art in our office here that's not selected as the finalist. It's just another way to recognize the incredible talent that's out there.
That's great. Excellent. Congressman, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. You too. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.